master override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
Oh, well, as long as it's something small and simple. Yeah, no problem. Piece of cake. I'll get right on that, shall I? Where was Silence's workshop? It was back down, right? It was back down. It was before I sort of started traversing this maze. I hope it is, because otherwise...
Is that good?
Try not to fall to your death. The master override doesn't override gravity.
Thanks. What? I could jump from a little further out, like down there on the slippy, icy, slopey bit, I guess, just to make sure I... Wait. No, what? Come on, down. That's what I want. Huh. Yeah, I'm not stepping on an icy slope that slopes downwards to jump. That's nuts. Once bitten, twice shy. Where the hell was out? What? Okay. Oh, I've got... Haven't I got to climb back up? I got to climb back up. Yes, I got to climb... No? It's there, right? It's there. Ah, right, yeah, no, I see it. Oh, shh. Don't die. Okay. And... okay. Just keep tracking backwards. Oh, see, now a quick way would have been appreciated.
You're here.
For a moment.
What?
What?
What do you mean, for a moment?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. Its code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
So basically, you're the Ted Farrow of this particular cycle. Oh, no, that's probably unfair. He realized where it was heading and is trying to fix it and is owning up to his mistake, I guess. I guess. He wanted knowledge and he's caused the current situation, but at the same time, at least unlike Farrow, he's willing to try and make amends. Still kind of want to punch him with a spear.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse, everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus, recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jewel.
Right.
So you thought it was a titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
Right.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
Yeah. I get it, sort of. At this point, there was no... it was just an exchange of information, but you should have at least been a bit suspicious.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the Eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications.
Spare time.
A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
Okay, why did you betray them? Because he's a dick, but he's not quite a total dick.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot with my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
Huh. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. Well, I am. No, I'm laughing at you.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth.
Still,
I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
you've done what you could to make up for your mistakes. Has he? Has he? I gotta ask the question, is there nothing you won't do for knowledge?
The things you've done in the pursuit of knowledge, Silence. Pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, piece of cake.
Silence! Where will you go?
Elsewhere and everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
Say what you like about him. I guess you have to acknowledge the man has no illusions as to who he is. I mean, I guess at some level he has shown some remorse, but really he's just wanting to fix his mistake because his mistake will cause the end of the world, and he's just not ready for that to happen because there's still things for him to find out. Again, though, there's something about his brutal honesty. I don't know. It makes him harder to hate than Pharaoh. In some ways, he is a warning to humanity itself. And what's even weirder, I get the feeling he understands that too. After seeing what we've seen, there's a side of him probably realizes the danger in people like him. And he's not asking for forgiveness, he's just acknowledging that he can't fix what he broke. And he's done as much as he can for now to facilitate it. Oh.
I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it?
Entity is not known.
I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name?
Hades.
You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine?
Define timeline.
Time? Ah. It is the 13th king of the Karja Sundom's reign.
Define Karja.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful.
Haha.
But you're not going to get anywhere without me.
Haha.
Titan flame merely houses intellect. Define Karja.
Now that's more like it.
Okay, so Silence was putting pressure on Hades.
They're coming.
Preparations are complete.
Ah, Lucent Bahavas. Behold, as I promised you.
What manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a thing. Stay! Stay your ground, Karja in shadow.
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
The buried shadow, I don't understand.
Did Araman understand the glint hawk that perched upon the alight?
It speaks scripture.
Araman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O shadow of prophecy?
An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours.
Of our obedience you can be certain.
So Silence just taught it to pretend to be a god.
Task is complete.
Yes. The focus network is active, built to your specifications. Check it yourself if you must. I'll wait. But I remind you of the reward you've been withholding. Quantum processing.
Data has been compiled. Volume too great for transfer.
How inconvenient for me.
Come before me. You shall receive your reward.
Very well.
Helis. Threat detected inside Eclipse.
Speak its name, O shadow, and it will die.
You will eliminate this one. Silence.
Silence. Yes. A truth whispered at night is seen in the day. He was never one of us. It will be done.
And of course, Silence was listening. Okay, which does seem to suggest that Hades is not aware of everything and not that smart, really. I mean, you trust Silence? You're showing a great error in judgment. I mean, I say that as someone who's been following his lead for quite some time, but generally waiting for, well, him to do something pretty horrible and betray me. Okay. Whee! Oh, hero landing as well. I mean, really, yes. Showboating. This is what I need to be doing right about now. Actually, what I need to be doing right about now is asking myself, what do I need to be doing right about now? Attach the Master Override to the lance and forge a weapon capable of destroying Hades. Okay. So I gotta do that probably in my inventory, right? Data points. Is it... Okay, special items. Special items. Master Override. No, but what am I missing? Data. Okay. Gonna craft it. Gonna craft it. Oh, for crying out loud. Really, really, really. There was something back there that my focus didn't pick up, and I gotta pick it up. Oh, for God, just... Okay, he left it there. Of course, it's his workshop. That's where you craft it. I thought he gave it to me, like I had it in my hand. Oh. Okay. That's...
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Derval, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire...
Oh, right. I better get back to Meridian and tell them the great news. Although, before I do that, I think I want to get back to the bunker and find out what that funky armor is. It was down there. Okay. That sound. That. Oh, that sound is. File damaged, under repair, under repair. Under repair. One of them's repaired. Do I not want to check them in order, though? Do I not want to check them in order? I feel like I want to check them in order. Okay. Just wrapped inspection of Gaia Prime site. Construction is well underway. Reactor installed. Plans for control room remind me of Starship bridges on those cheesy old SF vids. Living spaces for alphas already completed. Prefab modules. Fingers crossed we never have to seal ourselves in here. Not that Elysium, or how did they pronounce it? They don't pronounce it Elysium, do they? Sounds much better. Spent last week at the Bryce site, designing ZD project labs, drawing up protocols. The base we're repurposing was huge, plenty of room for workspaces and residence blocks. The work crew's already set up my office lab. I'm not a fan of the glass wall. Guess Murray's intention was to ensconce me in an all-seeing presence. Ugh. Opposite effect. Makes me feel watched. On display. Tempted to paint over it. Harris recorded his presentation yesterday. Suitably bleak. Scheduled to record mine Friday. As soon as reception, lounge, holotheaters and first resident block at ZD site are finished, we'll start processing the candidates being held outside Tucson. Is it Tucson? 27 already. Extraction teams prioritizing Pac Rim and Aussie candidates. How scared and confused they must be. Snatched off the street, carted across the world, held in cells. Here's hoping they understand once they see the big picture. Ooh, okay. Going to catch a few hours sleep here, then fly back to the ZD site. Harris promised delivery of QB lattices by noon. Expect MK1 will take 2 weeks to machine, assemble and test. I aim to launch Gaia at 0.6 Turing grounding. From there I'll spin her up past 1.0. Wonder how long it'll take to break the 1.38 record. MIE can go hang. Sleep. Good idea. Alright, so I've got to wait a while for the rest of the files. Has Silence Lance just replaced... It has, hasn't it? It's just replaced my Lance. So basically, I've just now got one that's got 2 modification slots. Okay, that does look kind of funky cool. Alright, spear damage. What else have I got? 29. Okay. So that's basically about as upgraded as I can get with the spear. Okay. Question. Does it... Oh, it's blue! It's blue and funky. It's not always been blue, is it? No, it definitely looks different. Alright, you know what? Let's keep focusing. Whoa! Yeah. Let's not do any more falling. Falling bad. And... Okay, let's hope we've got everything now. I mean, it kind of looks a bit like the thing Elizabeth was wearing. Elizabeth.
Those clamps have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism, release the clamps.
I mean... Okay, what was in here? What did I leave here? Ah, health potion. Oh. Alright. Okay. Stop. What did I climb on there?
There we go. The last one.
Alright.
All powered up. Now to get the dials in position.
90?
There must be some kind of code.
Yeah. 90? Am I looking at the right one? 270. 360 would be up. 450 is... Let's have a look. Is it this one? And then, wasn't reading the last one. 630. It's... When I looked at it and thought, well, it's 180. It's 180. And therefore, I just put it at 180. It's 180 beyond that one. I was wondering why I got that one wrong.
Look at that armor inside.
Okay.
All right. Now let's see what we can do with this material.
Okay. No. Ooh. Okay. Wait. Okay. So I've put it into a box. I took it out of that and I put it into a box. Okay, I put it into a box as like a little Christmas present for myself, yeah? Because, yeah, that totally makes sense. And now I shall open the box again and pretend to be completely surprised that there's something in there. Ooh, look! And it's... What? Ancient technology salvaged by Aloy and stitched to the Nora leather. Projects a damage-absorbing... Wait! So I just... What did I do? Take the blue... I just took the blue... I took the blue things off... the other piece of armor and stuck them on some Nora armor that I happen to have lying around in my inventory. Out of curiosity, why did it not occur to me to leave it on the giant cyborg armor? Was I worried it wasn't going to fit? It probably wasn't going to fit. It was probably made for someone a little larger than me. I should probably start worrying about that and start focusing on the fact that I now have what does appear to be holographic armor. Alright, I do look cool. But I'm making an awful lot of noise. can't help but feel that I'm going to be somewhat spectacularly easy to see. Like, no amount of red grass is going to hide me. If I jump in that water, am I going to electrocute myself? You gave me to try. No. Oh. No, no. I was going to say, have I broke the armor? Have I broke the... That would possibly be one of the most hilarious things that could have ever happened. To go to all that trouble to get funky new armor, and then to break it by falling into a giant puddle. I mean, how am I supposed to not get seen wearing this? Huh?
No, I'm awake and alert.
You better had be. Riding past on this thing, I'd like to think you at least... What was that? Okay. Felt like the machine decided it wanted to... Wait. Maybe I shouldn't do this. What did I hear? Scrappers. Maybe it sounded louder. I'm wondering if I should leave this here, or if this guy's thinking, please don't leave this here. Please don't leave this here. It's just, I don't actually think I'll get the horns through the damned gate. Feel free to play with the machine. It's very friendly and nice. It won't hurt you. In fact, it'll probably protect you. Wow, this armor is...
The sun. Spies have released Prince Itaman from Sunfall.
sodding noisy, isn't it? I mean, this is really a ridiculously loud outfit. It hums every now and again.
Move along. You have no need to loiter around here.
I'm not loitering. I'm legging it past full pelt whilst shining holographically. Also, I'm shining holographically. Surely that grants me a little bit of license to just hang around looking cool. You were not one of the merchants I needed to speak to. Do I have anything for you, though? I don't think I do, actually. But you certainly were not one of the special merchants.
The Sun King's grown too slow.
It is very, very shiny, isn't it? Okay. Must admit, I don't know what I was expecting when I came back to Meridian, but just something a little bit more... I mean, I know they probably couldn't care less about me, most of them. But, you know, I mean, like, look at what I'm wearing. Why aren't people going, ooh? Someone go, ooh, come on. I'm going to pretend you did, but stoically. Right.
Flame's still got a pull, but...
Where they're around here somewhere, aren't they? I'm trying to remember where.
Good to see you.
Gotta try and remember. Lotta. No. Yeah, I'm going the wrong way for El Questo here, but that's fine. I don't.
Lucky.
You look.
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives.
Check out these
Come,
wares.
let's talk it over.
You look weird.
You're back. Did you bring me something lovely?
Was it flowers for you? Metal flowers. It was metal flowers for you.
These metal flowers. What are they exactly?
No one knows. But some say they began sprouting 20 years ago when the machine started to go mad. Perhaps they grow from the tears of the sun.
No, wait.
For he has many faces, does he not?
Didn't they store
Wrathful one
information
day, cool and patient
in
the next.
DNA?
Perhaps he weeps for our suffering when his anger breaks.
Didn't they originally store like information in DNA? Is it possible that Gaia came up with some way of making machine flowers that mimic. I'm probably reaching. I'm definitely reaching.
Let us haggle over this beautiful bounty.
Because I know there's some information in there. Should I not be selling these? Right, it's this one, right? This is the only one I've got. I've already got this one and this one. Because that's why it's all... That's why he's got 0 left. So I've definitely done that. I'm going to buy this one. And I've now got a new reward. Thank you.
Till we meet again, my noble Nora.
Well,
I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with
unfortunately for you, we won't be doing anything again, because I'm, like, pretty much focused on getting stuff, and you don't have stuff anymore. Which makes me a very shallow person, I realise, but it's got a lot of modification boxes, and some weapon coils. Okay. Probably gonna have to sell a lot of these. Were any of those weapon coils interesting? What would they be for? I mean, honestly, this is my champion bow. This is my sharp shot bow. Let's see if there's something I can add to the sharp shot bow. I've already got a lot. That one's got damage. What else have I now got? Damage. Nope, none of these are an improvement. What about on my hunter bow? Instead of the fire? Damage and handle. Okay, was it a spear one? 29, 29. Let's... Oh, yeah, 23. I mean...
Is it just me, or do Karja people walk slow?
I mean, I don't want to sound ungrateful, but it's a little bit... You know... I mean...
Like what I have for sale, I promise.
Underwhelming, I think, is the polite way of describing it. Alright, who else have I got? There was a dude with glasses. I don't think you would. I think you're just a bog basic. Yeah, there was a dude with glasses looking for mugs.
Check out these
You!
wares.
Yes. I remember you. Did you find the vessels I seek?
I think I did. Yes, I did. Trade?
Yes. Trade quickly. I have work to do.
Shut up! I've got what you've been asking for. I am the answer to all your prayers. Right, there we go. I got 2 more to get from you. 1 and 2. There you go. Oh. If I ask you now?
What sort of ritual were these vessels made for?
Oh, God, no.
I'm convinced they were used in conjunction with each other in sets.
Yeah, no.
Some people believe they were used for tea ceremonies. Others think they held sacred essences and oils for worship.
I forgot what insane theory he had.
They were used for the solemn custom of shaving one's beard.
Right, yeah,
One
no,
for
I remember
water,
that.
One for lotion, and so on. Each fluid in its special vessel, majestically applied to the face at each stage of the rite. It must have been breathtaking. But which
I don't
vessel
even
was
hate
used
his
for
theory,
which?
though.
I have to know. I have to continue.
It was her, wasn't it?
Back from the wilds. Find any Banuk relics?
Yes! Oh, right!
You ready? Let's trade then.
This is it. I think that's it, but... Okay. Got it. And they don't want to talk about it after I've got them all. I'm slightly disappointed.
Come on back if you find any Banuk goods.
I was expecting a...
Excuse me, Outlander?
No,
I'm looking for Banuk artifacts.
These goods.
Okay.
Buy what you need.
That's the last, I think. All right, let's see what we got. More modification boxes. Just... Morning, gentlemen. Okay. Okay. Let's go find the king. I hope he's in a good mood, because, well, it's not like I'm coming bearing phenomenal News, is it? Wait, was it this way? Okay, am I getting well and truly lost? Really? You let your king sit here? Oh, but maybe he wants some peace and quiet. Staring out over the bridge. That must get a little boring. Hey!
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
Hey, your man was
That's right.
following me by the looks of things.
Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them. God, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before.
What?
After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused.
What behavior are we talking about?
If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
What?
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her
Oh!
again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now,
Forgotten all about it.
it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
A king apologizing for flirting. Wow. Okay. Talk to Blameless Marad. Where is... Blameless Marad? Okay. Ah.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge of defenses and at the Spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
Okay.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
All right. Who?
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
Okay, probably should.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will.
Okay. So they're being rude. You'll get used to it. I've had a lifetime of it.